Is the concert orchestra. This is our intermediate level orchestra made up of a group of 7th graders. And we have a couple pieces to play for you this evening now that we're well tuned. The first one is a piece called John Bain Mackenzie. This is just a traditional Scottish tune. It's usually played actually on bagpipes. But we've been using it as a different sort of teaching experience. This song they originally learned by rote, which also means to learn it by ear, something that I wish my teachers had perhaps done a lot more of with me when I was their age, because now I find it very, very difficult. But all that means is that I played it for them as a demonstration and they had to play it back to me. I didn't give them any sheet music for a long time. And some of them absolutely loved that. Some of them were very frustrated by it. But it's a fascinating process to watch that. So we learned the main melody or the main idea of this tune, John Bain Mackenzie, simply by rote. And then we started learning about what it is to do improvisation. If any of you are jazz fans, you've probably been familiar with that. But improvisation essentially means to make it up on the spot. And we used that melody that they learned as a framework, and they've been experimenting a little bit with improvising harmonies and other things that go with it. Tonight at our concert, we're not going to demonstrate that improvisation per se, as it's hard to do in a large group setting, but we have come up with some accompaniment pieces, so you'll hear the melody played by all, and then we're going to have different sections play the melody with a couple different accompaniments. John Bain Mackenzie. The Sword Dance. This was arranged for a string orchestra by Bob Phillips, who's a wonderful orchestra director in the Midwest, also happens to be a bass player. He writes up his arrangement of this tune. The Sword Dance is a tune originally from the Orchestra, which was published in 1588 by Arbeau in France. It is the only dance manual published in France in the second half of the 16th century, and it's considered the definitive source for dance music of that era. The melody, which is taken from the dance tune style that it accompanies, is one of the variations found in the Air de Buffon. The piece starts with the presentation of the tune in the low strings and then also in the violins, so you'll hear that melody going throughout the orchestra. You'll also see them doing some pizzicato technique and playing this sword dance from the Renaissance era.